Hi friend, so I wanted to share some real life with you, wet hair and all, because I let my paperwork pile up for several months. This may be shocking, but it should not be, because organizers will tell you that their stuff isn't perfect all the time. What is key, however, is that when you have an organized system in place, like my entire filing system, which I have shown in my previous video noted in the iCard at the upper right corner, it is quite easy to recover your space when life happens and things build up. For me, I don't have paperwork on the priority list. I can get away with this though because I have all my bills automatically deducted, and if there is anything that isn't a regular bill, I know what those look like. I open them right away, and I either pay them right away or put them on my calendar with a reminder to pay on a specific date. And here I go showing you how I quickly sort through months of paperwork. I have emptied my purse, pulled out my poly envelope. You can check out my purse organization video link in the iCard. And I emptied my work bag of any accumulated paperwork. From my desktop sorter, I pulled out some business reference binders to make space and got to filing. Here, I set aside my car registration because I need to get a smog check next week. I am setting aside the recycling and shredding. I had to pause to adore this pic of my daughter, which I shared in my financial journey video, which is linked in the iCard above. As you will see throughout, I always discard the opened envelopes and staple and/or paperclip the contents before filing them. Here I am quickly adoring my friend's adorable birth announcement before I place it in the Outbox file folder so I can put it up to adore daily. Most of the envelopes I'm opening are medical insurance approvals for appointments and prescriptions, which I am already aware of, and simply filing. When I receive snail mail from friends and family, I put the envelopes that have addresses on them in my follow-up bin so I can save the address to my contacts. Then once I do that, I recycle the envelope. I set aside my recycle sign to place in my work bag in case I get the chance to help someone organize their space. I like to tape up a sign to designate where recyclables will go when we're sorting. I set aside an info packet for a possible venue for my daughter's birthday graduation party next year. This is a check register I used for a post, and I set it aside to use for a future video. Here I am using a binder clip rather than a stapler to connect my 2017 taxes together, as I've had to submit my taxes for various college things for my daughter, and I may need to keep pulling this out a few more times. Here I am placing a medical plan I need to follow up on in the follow-up folder to either confirm or change. And this is the gift bag with a certificate I received when I visited Vasur Skin Clinic and Spa here in San Diego, where I had the privilege of meeting Brittany Vasur's mom from the channel Vasur Beauty. And oh my gosh, I know why Brittany has 1 million subscribers. She has the most encouraging mom. I couldn't believe the support she showed me when I met her. And she spent so much time talking with me. She set my heart on fire to keep up with my channel. Oh my gosh, I left her spa that day just feeling so elated. Okay, I gotta stop gushing because I really could go on and on. So here I am pulling out all the extra unneeded paperwork and keeping the pertinent information from this packet. This is my insurance bill I just paid, which is ready to be filed. And here, yes, I am actually pulling out coupons from the latest newspaper. I straightened up the printer paper real quick because it was bugging me. Then I quickly clipped the coupons I know I will use. I know what we will buy because of my meal plan, so this goes by super quickly. And here I'm laughing at myself because I almost cut my fingertip off. Then I pulled out the coupon folder and sorted out the expired coupons, taped a torn coupon, and put the rest in my purse poly envelope, and then I put it in my purse. Then I pulled out my to-file folder and pulled out my current year filing tote. I pulled out my manual binders to make space and got to filing. I set the permanent files on top of the permanent files tote to file after I completed filing the current year paperwork. I set the carpet shampooer owner's manual on top of the manual's binders to be placed in there when I place the binders back in this tote. Then I noticed some documents were pretty much a duplicate, so I set those aside to shred. And here I am tearing off the sticky part from my insurance card so that my files don't stick together. Here I am realizing how oddly the body moves when having sneezing attacks. And then my camera stopped recording, so at this point I finished filing into my current year tote, and then set that down and brought up my previous year permanent files tote up onto the desk to file the permanent files. Then I put the totes away and dusted off my desk, and I was all set. This took me about half an hour to recover several months of piling paperwork. So just remember that if you have an organized system in place, you will be able to easily recover your space. If you do not have an organized paperwork system in place, you can check out my previous paperwork video, which I will link at the end of the video. I have also updated the corresponding blog post to that video, as this was one of my first videos and it was a little difficult to hear my voice at some points. And in the description box below, I have my free November Home Organizing Challenge calendar still available for you, as this is the last weekend to get the house in order for Thanksgiving. This challenge is the perfect preparation for our finance organizing challenge next month, so don't forget to download that, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can know the moment my next video is up and never miss another organizing video. Happy organizing!